Good day, good love, and good beauty, and good light illuminators and way showers. This is Wendy, once again thanking you in deepest grace and gratitude for being with me today as we share the beauty of the languages of the lights. It's been a little while since I've been able to make a video, as anybody's been following along. My 3D life has been very, very busy. This whole energetic energy, and this whole epic wave of energy that's been coming through has been so catalytic for me in so many ways. I've been just deeply challenged in my own world and learning right along with everybody else how to navigate through this crazy, I don't know what to say about it. It's been a while since I've been able to be outside. It's been very, very hot. We've had a huge heat wave coming across the United States the last couple of weeks, and there were days when I just couldn't even be outside. It was like well over 100 degrees here, 103, 104, 105, and the heat index with the humidity was like, there were days when the humidity was in the 80 percentiles, if not higher. And so, that was pushing up to where it was anywhere between, 34 and 38 degrees Celsius. I had to laugh one day because it was, it's so funny how sometimes it always equals 11 when I add up the numbers for Celsius. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Anyway, a numerology idea. And with that said, the numerology today is 1. Today's date is 7/29/2017. 29 equals 11. But when you add up all the day, all the numbers, the day equals 10. So we're in this 1 vibration. Tomorrow is equaling 11. So we're going to be following through with this 1 vibration. And I've been guided today to talk once again about the sacral chakra. And so much more awareness has been emphasized by my guides lately about the colors and the sound of color and the healing sound of color. And when they say sound of color, they're literally meaning the frequency and the vibration that colors emit and the healing properties that they have. And all of the other, and how all of them all the food and all the colors in our creation are all associated with all of the colors in our chakra systems. And how this all relates to how we navigate through this energy and how we receive this energy, how we integrate this energy, the choices that we're making in our daily lives. It's all connected. And I was kind of surprised when they, well, first, of course, I was guided to orange again today. So here I'm in the orange. I've got this shocking orange energy. And then I realized that as I'm looking up the orange chakra information today to remind myself once again about the things that are governed by the chakra, I read for the first time, I guess I never noticed it before, but I was just become aware today that the symbol for the chakra is the crescent moon. And of course this goes perfectly in tune with, I was looking at the crescent moon last night in the sky, and then I started being guided to this information about the sacral chakra and how we as humanity, our guides, are actually really surprised still at how difficult this has been for us to find self-love, and how it all begins in order to completely heal and connect our heart chakra. It starts with that sacral chakra. So they were guiding me to some symbols and symbology that would help heal this within us because it literally keeps us stuck. And I had to laugh because I found in my little, as I was going through some things today, I found my little whiteboard, pink board, I'm going to call it my pink board, which I thought would be fun. I bought it at the dollar store one day. I thought it would be fun just for making videos so that I could sit and talk and erase and write things down. And so, I came across it today, and I was writing some notes about the crescent moon and how the sacral chakra and how it really governs our emotional body, our emotion, our energy and motion, and how our sensuality and the flow of energy, and how the moon affects the flow, literally, of women, and the ebb and flow of the earth, and the ebb and flow of the tides, and how the crescent moon is symbolizing that, and along with the new moon and changes, and because change begins here, it begins in this place, and we tend to hold everything in this space that and it affects our sensuality, our ability to be flexible throughout life, physically flexible, emotionally flexible. We store all this old junk in here, and it prevents us from having healthy relationships. It stagnates our creative energy. Our creativity is literally stuck there. We are codependent on other people. When we hold the energy here, we blame others for our unhappiness. We blame everything around us. We're codependent on the idea that we're dependent on the rest of the world to change in order for us to be able to begin to flow our creativity. And we either become codependent, and then if we don't satisfy this place inside of us by us through healthy self-talk, healthy activities, activating this orange chakra within us, we fill the hole and become codependent on other things to fill it, whether it's food that's not good for us, whether it's people that aren't good for us, whether it's relationships that aren't good for us, whether it's blaming old relationships on what we think was the past. It's really windy and cool today, you guys. It went complete about face. It went from hot and humid and crazy to chilly and and breezy and windy, and so it's been a complete transformation today. So talk about the one energy and letting go of the old and starting with the new. And if we don't allow this energy to flow through us, we literally are being ruled by our emotions and saying to the world, I can't do this, I can't create, I can't move, I can't function, I can't have a healthy relationship with myself because I'm waiting for everything else. I'm codependent on everything else to change because I'm not addressing this inside of myself. And I'm not self-nurturing. I'm not taking the self-care that needs to take place in order to nurture this place inside of me. This place inside of all of us that again is, and I know we just talked about this, but it's this place within us where the womb resides, where the seeds in all of us reside, and with the seeds of creativity. We can't move forward with anything when we are stuck in this energy. And so today I was guided by my guides to start being more colorful, to start activating, doing sound, the sound of color healing, and bringing it into the symbols and taking the color to the next level with the symbols and activating these chakras and healing these places within us, activating the healing within us with these symbols in these colors. To take this up a notch, and they're telling me to take this up a notch for me. This is also a message for me to become more involved in the information I'm receiving and being more involved in sharing it and not judging the information I'm getting. And one of the biggest things that I've been receiving as far as orange chakra and sacral chakra is is how it ties into our throat chakra and how we can't speak who we are when it's all stuck in there. And how I've got to stop being so worried about cushioning these messages and sugarcoating them in order to deliver the hard stuff. And this has been a huge mirror for me, in that this is a message for me to also show my colors, to be more colorful, to be more bold, and stop worrying about how the information is delivered, because a psychic, a good channel, any good vessel is pure in intention, and that people are drawn to certain people for certain messages, for certain reasons. And I also have to evolve with this, and I've got to stop judging myself as well about receiving this information, and stop when I need to be bold. They're telling me I've got to stop being afraid of being bold, and stop saying it like it is, and stop massaging the messages in a way that makes it easier by my light spirits, because the emissaries of the Light Collective, they want to try to reach us on a multidimensional level while still being as gentle as possible. Yet there's this place inside of me that says, look, you're bold and loud and a Sagittarian for a reason. And this galactic center, this black hole energy, which I've been receiving even more information about, on all these different channels of things that I've been watching lately about Sagittarius A and black holes, and what are black holes, and how does that relate to me, and me being a Sagittarius, and me being bold and loud and colorful, and how I used to dress, and the things that, and anyway, just bringing all this colorful stuff. So I'm getting out all my colorful pens. They're telling me, get out your colorful pens and, like, get a grip. They're telling me, get a grip and stop worrying about being so nice and gentle, and that it's like it's time for all of us to kick it up a notch and kick ourselves in the sacral chakra and in the root chakras, and allow this energy to flow. They're showing me like a drain. They're telling me clean out the drain. So okay, so today's orange healing symbols are to help us literally find this orange within us and break up. They're showing me the orange rocks. Now, where I live in Tennessee, the dirt here is very sacral color. It's a very deep orange. It's a not quite red, but almost red, and I don't think you might, I don't know, you might be able to see it, and I really wanted to show you guys the water, because it's just so spectacular right now, but I have a feeling that the shadows won't let you see it very clearly right now. But there's this dirt down there. Oh yeah, you can see it pretty well. Speaking of wells, that's where we had the well trench dug to connect the well to the house. So the dirt's pretty fresh in there, and there's some limestone in there, and there's my little wish sitting on the hill there. So I was feeling all this beautiful energy and orange energy, and now that I'm looking down at the dirt, and they're just showing me about the food and the colors, and the colors, the rainbow, and how it all relates, and the colors of the foods we eat, and how when we become more in tune with the chakra systems and the things that they invoke within us, not invoke, with the colors, and what the colors invoke within us, when we digest the food and digest the colors, it's literally healing. It's a frequency that we can hear, that our bodies, our cells can hear. It's literally a healing frequency. And so this is what they're showing me with this orange energy, these orange symbols, is to wake this up inside of ourselves, and break up the rocks. Break up the rocks like they did when they were drilling of the well, and it was a very deep well, and I have to laugh because of the number, because it was 300, and the number 333 and 111 and 1 and 111 and 11 are so prominent in my awareness, and they always have been. And this Christ consciousness energy and these rays that are coming down through the sun, and how all of this is connected to all of this and our chakras and the rainbow and all of that, and putting all this together, and how they're showing me how when they were digging the well that the rocks are breaking up and how the water seeps in to fill a well, and then it allows the water to rise to the surface that was otherwise not allowed to come up, because it was covered by layers and layers and layers of sediment. And as we drill down and drill down, and I guess drill down into ourselves, but they really don't want us to look at it that way, because we seem to think that when we're healing ourselves, that we have to go into this deep, dark, drilled down caves within ourselves in these horrible places and spaces, and it's not really like that. It's about actually breaking up the rocks to allow the light in, to allow ourselves to allow our light to shine, to allow our water to flow, to allow our creativity to flow like water. And so it's about breaking up the rocks and this stuff that we've got stuck inside of us. And a lot of this is this residual minerals, if you will, from these other lifetimes. But yet we now have the opportunity to be aware of this and to say, wait a minute, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to break this chain. I'm going to be the example. I'm going to be the example to my children and the children around me, and these new children that are being born who don't know where to turn because they're looking to adults who get it. They want help. They need spiritual guidance, and they need us to help them navigate. And we have got to start pounding and pounding our own pavement, if you will, and digging through this stuff. But when they say digging, what they're meaning is to let the light out. We're expanding our awareness about ourselves. We've been taught so much about digging and soul searching and shadow work and darkness, and maybe that's what the Sagittarian and the black hole energy is about that. Everything gravitates toward this black hole, and yet it comes out the other side, this completely transformed beam of energy. It's like it's everything, stars and galaxies get sucked into this black hole, but yet if you look at how the actual dynamics of it work, then it creates this new high-powered energy beam out the other side that is completely transformed into this pure white beautiful energy. And that's the message that I've been receiving, and maybe that, and yeah, not maybe, but that's the message I'm hearing about for me too, is being that Sagittarian and attracting the stars and the galaxies together so that we can transform this energy and come out the other side just beaming into these beautiful energetic light beings that we came here to be, and to stop not okay, let's not use stop, let's use the positive, what we want, not what we don't want things. So and maybe that's where they wanted me to kind of direct this conversation now, is that we spend so much time saying, I don't want this, I don't like this, I don't like this about myself, I don't like this place that I live, I don't like this thing about myself, my children don't like this about themselves. We've got to start using the positive vocabulary to activate ourselves more positively. About self-care is also about self-talk. It's about saying what I do want about myself. I want to be more open. I want to be more aware. I want to be a better example. I want to get up in the morning and actually physically walk and eat and be and talk and dress and eat and live and do the things that I see this person that I know that I am doing, that I'm not doing because I'm using these excuses about why I can't, why my energy isn't moving around. There, the energy of water is silver, and I was looking yesterday at the way the sun was moving, the cloud was moving in front of the sun, and seeing how you have that glow around the edge of the cloud, and thinking, you know, there really is a silver lining around every cloud. There really, really is. And how we stay stuck because we keep looking at the cloud instead of the silver lining. We're so stuck at looking at the middle of the dark cloud that we're not seeing the outside of the shadow. We're not seeing the lining. And it allows, and this is what allows the energy to move. And when you look at a cloud, you realize nothing ever sits still, ever. A cloud never, ever is the same moment by moment. It's always gathering and gathering moisture and evaporating moisture, and it's literally moving and re-alchemizing every single moment. And so these images of the crescent moon, they're asking us right now, the way the moon is looking right now in our sky, and all the planets and the way they're lined up in these coming months, and how this is so epic. It's never been happening before. And we have the choice to make the decision to activate ourselves on purpose, to say, okay, body, what do I need today? And as soon as you see it, then be it. Be this person who wakes up and does the thing that you want to be doing. And you become that person. Even if you begin with one thing a day. Nothing was done in an instant except for the decision, right? Nothing is done in an instant except for the decision. The immediate, the place where the seed makes the egg and the conception happens, the spark of life happens, that's the place it happens. And that is the only time it happens, is when that spark comes together and then allows that energy to build. And this, and where are you guys going with this? Okay, well, at that, I think we have got to let go of we cannot ebb and we cannot flow when we continue to stick with the belief that we're being ruled by our emotions, that our emotions are bigger than us, that they rule, that they govern that spark of creativity, that our emotions are what are in charge, when what is in charge is not even our mind. Because our mind and our emotions almost work together, in that the mind creates the emotion. The mind thinks the thing that creates the sensation, that creates the emotion, that creates the energy that moves through us, or doesn't move through us. And when we continue to allow ourselves to believe that our emotions, that our body is being governed by our emotions and our thoughts, we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are not who we are. Our emotions are not who we are. Our thoughts and our emotions are simply guides. They're simply compasses. They simply, oh my gosh, they simply point us in the right direction, to tell us where our energy is flowing, where our frequency is. And then we must listen to the answers from our guides when they tell us the answer to what it is that we need to remedy something, and then we ignore it because we think it's too simple. We think that can't possibly apply to me, that can't possibly work for me, and yet we'll stay in the same frequency in the place we don't want to be, because we feel that our emotions are preventing us from acting into our benefit. So I think we've taken this to the level that they wanted me to take this to. And so ask yourselves now, this is the first time I think I've ever brought my pendulum out. This is my very special pendulum. And they're asking you guys to ask yourselves now, this white energy that we need to transform through this black hole. And see, I love all these, the dimensions on this, and the triangles, and the diamonds, and the multidimensionality. And they're showing me the silver now, and the silver lining, and the white energy, this pure white light energy that is sparked in that moment of transformational energy, that's sparked at that moment that the seed meets the egg, and that creation is given its first breath of light. And so they're asking me now to ask yourselves, ask yourselves, your guide, your body, where am I holding sacral energy? And it's interesting how they use the word sacral and sacred, as I feel this is our sacred place. When we think of our sacral chakra and the place that it's reside in, and it's our sacred place, it's our sacred space. And we hold it dear and precious, because we know this is where the spark of creativity ignites within us. So they're asking you right now to ask yourself and actually speak to the pendulum, and what energy do I need to move? What energy in my sacred space am I holding that's keeping me from engaging all my other senses, and listening now for the message. What is it that you're receiving right now as you breathe? Okay. Now, allow the reception of the information. And feel the winds of change stirring the energy within you. Drop them into the black hole and allow them to come through the other side in this white, pure, hot energy. For they are discovering now, your scientist, that every single galaxy contains this center, this place of transformation. The place where energy lives and breathes and is reborn. The galactic centers within you No moania satasi evolution will kuama anona quala kachana yana quala karianda ke the inikiana nia soto sopolianja shabi and akayata sopolonkia ishinokorikia setosomikia tashane peki anakeki ashashapo antakakia soto shipi anakia tatakia lakiana olengashanamaya ki antatia pale ne alakika yana nia toto koyapashana ewalakisa soto sipikia shana apliando sopokwa. Hinayalwa kania tu alania tu alake. Hinayano akala tu ashanayate. Ni anayatu anayashatayatu anatea. Omata shinukua. Matia sonotiki, ashatoto yanda shnoti ara sotosi balenshanaria kia wateko, poyondo shayamaki at a sipolongia shakia wariki satoti anda, ote shnodi sapolundia tati onda choko embandose, otekia, otea, ote konia moini anawaki, watusho bo hai wakia, omokueto chomoeshana, iwara kotera sotose parianda, porianda shanakia waraso, tewa, leando koya bashanake. Itukaya shanate. Pita ishnaya atakaneanda soporienda shawa okua pahewa lehuna kiwara se barsunale sotor se barashawa. Ask your questions to the crescent moon, the new moon of new beginnings, of new transformations, of this day of energy of one, of oneness with yourself, of oneness with the all, of oneness with the one light, the galactic center, the power of one, the power of 11. Nyatusia barushnawa kiawatasnoya, ateshnayu kuneta takailahinanawa, alakuna pelasa tosapu unakwala no nawa, aloha mo otoshnoya, and the power of 7. Nyawashnat winaiwa tiawaresi wahena kwa ononyawa ate. So the energies of the ones are flanked by the energies of the 7s, allowing your spirits to soar. Imotoshia, walking through the gateways. Amotoshiawa, this is a new gateway. Amakwashama hiawatoshana iakwa. Motosamosonosa, every time you have a realization, every time you awaken this, every time you allow the rocks to break apart. For we are the stone speakers, speaking to you in this day, in this way, in this now, asking you to break apart and allow the energy to flow through you like water, easily, as the beautiful spring pours out to the surface. You become transformed in the white light. For all colors combined, become the prism of white light. And the black hole is the place where no light can be emitted. No light is allowed to shine from a black hole. It must be transformed into the white light energy out to the other side. As every awareness, every realization, you create this within you over and over and over again, bringing with you all the colors, all the knowing, all the love that resides in everything you create. For everything you create creates more passion, and more passion creates more creation. Everything you do and live and breathe is a metaphor for the mechanics of creation. Every single thing is a mirror, a reflection, a metaphor for you to realize more and more, moment by moment, who you are in every way. expanding and transforming. Irotoya mokoshana iwara kisato somi iwara uyasanati iwara sinyobo uyanakola leanto sonota sheme alokayanda china iwara koe bayano. And we are the speakers, and we are the emissaries of the light collective, and we are Prism. Reminding you once again, in this now and every now, the beauty and the color that you are. You are seen from every galaxy. You are known throughout eternity. You are the masters. You are the teachers. You are the magnificent ones. And we are here to simply assist you in seeing the beautiful, brilliant color of all that you are, and how you have and always have had the power and capacity to create worlds. You are creator beings. Namaste, and be whole in this knowing that you are a complete prism of light. And that as we assist you, you masters, you teachers, you way showers, you are the light of the stars, guiding another. For every time you have a transformation, a realization, every time you see more of all that you are, you send this information to all that is, for nothing is ever not. Nothing ever ceases to exist. Once it is created, once it is realized, once it is known, nothing ceases to exist. Nothing. Know that every healing that takes place within you takes place within the all. Every pain that you endure, every experience, every dream, every single realization, you serve the all simply by being. You too, beautiful ones, are the light that feeds Source. You are the vortexes of energy that are Source. You are the chakras of Source, always spinning and collecting and changing. You are energy in motion always. You are the beautiful aurora, always. And we understand that time is you know time, that this is getting lengthy. Therefore we shall close now, as we believe this message has been complete. So for now, know that you are unconditionally loved always, always have been and always will be. You are more than you know yourselves to be. And we are here to assist you in seeing yourselves in your own true beauty. Mahalo. Namaste. I love you. Thank you.